Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu 5 and this is the Galco Universal Shoulder Knife accessory. I think that's the acronym. I don't have the acronym on hand at the moment, but I do have the price at the moment. Get more on that later. Someone asked me to do a more detailed look at this knife accessory. Forgive me if I cough, I'm getting over something. I'm getting a lot better though. And basically what this is is a method for carrying your medium size fixed blade on your shoulder holster for, in this case, is a Walther PPK, which I'm very proud of. It's a pre-war, pre-1940s PPK, and I love it. I bought this knife accessory so I can carry my OSS, my Cold Steel OSS, as a Secure X sheath with my, at the time, it was a Smith & Wesson 686 357 Magnum, and I also had a SP 101 that I used with this shoulder rig. But I just wanted something to counterbalance the gun because I didn't have a lot of spare magazines or a spare magazine holder. And I thought, hey, it'd be cool to carry my OSS, which is the most affordable way to get a Bagwell-inspired black barrel. Or big barrel. I think it's called big barrel. Cold Steel called their fancy one the Black Barrel Classic. But I think the Bob Loveless was called the big barrel. Anyways, that's what I carried with this. And then I got this Cold Steel R1, which is a homage to Randall model number 1. And I usually carry it in this holster, like a Bowie sash carry. And this is the knife. It is modeled after the Randall number 1. And I think it's a very good copy. I like it better than the Blackjack. Blackjack isn't bad, but it's just not as cool as this, because this has, you know, kind of a false edge on it. Anyways, there's some things you need to know before buying this knife accessory, this Universal Shoulder Knife accessory. First off, it costs around $60, $60 to $65 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description, so if you want to look at it on Amazon, the link will be down below. And there's some things you need to know though. It does not come with the shoulder harness. You're only buying this right here that carries the knife. So no gun holster, no shoulder rig, just this itself, excluding the knife. That's really important because there's a lot of people, because the picture shows this part of the holster, and I'll put a picture of that in right now, and you'll notice that they have a couple of Randall knives, and then they have the Cold Steel Recon Scout. That's what that is. And also, it's been my experience, you cannot find the black model anywhere. You're only going to find this tan model. But anyways, you're only getting this part right here. That's the important part. It can accommodate Secure X sheaths, but in order to accommodate Secure X sheaths, you either have to buy some bolts or screws or whatever the hardware is to bolt it to the leather platform, or you're going to have to rig it somehow with paracord or some kind of binding where it'll stay onto the platform itself. Which is what I did, because I was cheap and I didn't want to. I wanted to carry the knife, but I didn't want to wait to get more hardware and experiment with it. So I just used paracord and rigged it. It did work, it just wasn't perfect. So anyways, this knife, the Randall style knives, is the ones that you're going to have, or let me not say the Randall style knives, but the Randall style holsters, these snap holsters, are going to cause you a few problems. Yes, this carries this knife and it's somewhat easy to get to. Not as easy as a Secure-X sheath, and that's why I recommend carrying the OSS or something with a Secure-X sheath, the OSI, something like that. You know, maybe a Recon Tanto or something. Carry something that has a Secure-X sheath that retains upside down. Some Secure-X sheaths on Cold Steel products are not fitted correctly, and they don't retain the knife upside down vertically. But the OSS should carry just fine. But this is the issue. In order to have this strap where you can easily get to it and pop the strap, it has to be over this, what you call it, loop. And in fact, with the Randall style knives and their holsters, this loop is really cool because you don't have to bolt it, and you just have to put the, well, you don't have to bolt the knife directly to the holster. You just bolt these loops to the holster with this knife in the middle of it. This this pocket right here for a sharpening stone holds the knife right here against the platform. So that's kind of convenient. But the inconvenient thing is, if while moving around you press up on the butt of the knife, it'll pop that snap. And I haven't figured out a workaround for this yet. I'm sure there is one. Maybe put some kind of spacer right here where it won't push up. But as of right now, if you're carrying this thing, and this happened to me twice already. One time at Academy, and the knife actually fell from my holster onto the ground, which wasn't cool, but I was able to retrieve it pretty quickly. And once in my vehicle, I was moving around in my vehicle, and this pressed forward, and it loosened and fell just slightly out of the holster. So if I can put something right here that'll keep this from moving up, that'd be a potential workaround. Or you have to keep the latch underneath the loop, and that makes it a lot harder to get to. And keep in mind, you're kind of grabbing under your armpit to do this. So just because it was easy for me to do this right here in front of the camera, it's more difficult when it's underneath your right armpit, because you're going to want the gun, if you're right-handed, under your left armpit. So it's a cool product. I will say this: if you have a large Espada or a large Vaquero or Voyager, or if you have XL Espada or Raja and you can carry that in your pocket, that would be a lot more convenient. Where this comes into play is for us knife nerds, and we want to carry our Randalls or Lovelaces or Randall Lovelace inspired knives, or if we want to carry a small to mid-range Bowie knife or fighter, and we want to free up pocket space. So I can carry a XL Espada or a large Espada in my front pocket, but depending on what else I'm carrying, if I want to carry something like this, it gets kind of difficult to retrieve this from your pocket without the knife getting in the way. So this does help with that. Just keep in mind, there's a trade-off for everything. If you want to free up your pockets from a tactical photo and just keep a pocket knife and some change and some hand sanitizer in your front right pocket, this is the route you're going to have to go. But it's also not as easy to get to as a pocket or as a tactical photo. And if you have a snap sheath like this, it can come undone. But if you have a Secure-X sheath, it's relatively easy to reach under your armpit and pull straight down and have the knife out. And it doesn't fall out as easily if the sheath fits. But I carry this knife somewhat regularly in this sheath. And I do occasionally carry it in this knife accessory rig. And I'm going to put in the description a link to this rig if you want to buy this accessory right here. So check the description below. And again, it doesn't come with the holster and it doesn't come with the harness. You're just buying this accessory right here that holds the knife sheath. So that's it. That's the video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm a Satsu5, and I'm out.